We're going to create our first web page in HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. All web browsers are able to view this code. We're going to work through, and I've got an example web page here, and it says HTML, so it tells it what language we're using. Header, just basic information that is not viewable on the page itself. I put a title, so my first web page. And if you see up here in my example, that's right at the header of the web browser window, and it's in the tab. We close out the header. We go into the body, which is the viewable area. I create a paragraph, align it to the center, and say this is my first web page. Close the paragraph. Add an HR tag, which is a horizontal rule. This does not have a corresponding closing tag. That's because there's nothing that could go in between. So you could see the horizontal rule in our example. Close the body, close HTML. That right there gives us the most basic of all web pages, but that's how you create something for the internet. So for our first web assignment, we are going to create a web page. We're going to do so by opening up Notepad and just adding the code. So HTML head, title is web page development. Close the header. We're going to go to the body. In there, we are going to add some line breaks. These are just like hitting enter on your keyboard. Use my good friend copy and paste here. So we can do 3 of them. I'm going to create a paragraph and align center. I'm going to create a link to a folder, that CMW100 folder that we've created. And index.html, which is a page that we'll be creating in our next unit. The text that I want to display is CMW-100 in all caps. I'm going to close out the anchor, or the link, close out the paragraph, close the body, and close the HTML source. I've saved my page, so I'll save it. It's going to go in my public HTML folder as index.html. I can verify this works by going to my folder, double click on the file, and there it is. There's my web page. You could see it says web page development in the title. It has a link to CMW100. It's going to break because we haven't created it yet, and that's okay. And it says web page development in the title. So that is creating your first web page.